Ah, he's banning Concrete. And Black Mesa has been banned as well by Sheeps.
Yeah, and now we're gonna see the upset probably because the players do expect to be playing Mediterranean, all 3 of them.
Oh, and it looks like...
But Artisse bans it, and now they are playing Jumanji, which is what Artisse suspected, but none of the others.
Ooh.
As you can also see in the chat, they are very surprised.
Oh, that's gonna be interesting.
So
because...
like, I don't know if the players actually trained Jumanji, because in the pre-match interview they were, except for Artisse, all saying that the maps for the match would be Hypnosis, Mara Park, and the Mediterranean.
Yeah, that's actually a very interesting dynamic, and you kind of predicted this would happen. Yeah, so we'll see if that actually makes a difference, because yeah, imagine training for 1 week on 3 maps, and then, you know, you're not playing one of those maps and you're playing a completely new map that you haven't trained for a week, so we might be yeah.
The positive thing for the 3 other players is that they are all equally surprised.
Yeah, exactly.
So the second place is definitely still to play for.
Yeah, for sure. And of course, Jumanji being, you know, pretty much the easiest map in the pool. We'll see how that's gonna play out. But yeah, the order is Mara Park, then Hypnosis, and the last map Jumanji. So Jumanji probably won't be played for 2 times. So they have that going for them. Got the first map, yeah. Mara Park, going on right now in the warm up.
We see Mara Park being the first map, which may be suboptimal for SiiDZeR, as he told me before that that this is his worst map.
Okay.
He may struggle on this. It is, of course, like one of the harder maps.
Yeah, definitely.
Precise, can't make big mistakes.
Exactly, and you know, just one slight wall tap can easily put you down to 8 seconds on this map. So yeah, this map is very unforgiving, I think, in some sections. And hello to everyone in the chat. What's up, Harpy? What's up, Gucci X YOLO? Saying he's Ferry, so I'll just call you Ferry. How you doing, man? That was a crazy battle yesterday. And Chaos Hand as well. What's up, guys? Casting here with Astronaut. Actually, the first time I'm talking to him on voice chat as well. So, how you doing, man?
I'm doing very good. Happy to be here. How
nice. Yeah, it's a good day so far, man. You know, just chilling. I finished a lot of deadlines for school and stuff. So, yeah, nice. We're out here chilling. Hello, Fizzerp, Mitri, and me as well.
I wish I could say the same.
Ah, yeah, you got some tough deadlines still.
Yep, thesis coming up.
Oh yeah, that's rough. That is rough.
You hate to see it, but we'll be alright. Let's just forget about that kind of stuff and get into the match.
Yeah, we got some Trackmania action here. So for everyone who's just tuning in, we got FutFut, SiiDZeR, Artisse, and Sheeps. Oh yeah, SiiDZeR and Sheeps. Gonna battle it out. We got a winner bracket match on our hands here. So for everyone in the chat, do you have some predictions for first and second place? Who do you guys think?
Yeah, we also asked all the players what their predictions were for this match, and well, the top 2, everyone answered the same except for the order. But of course, FutFut being very how do you call that?
It's insane.
Humble.
Ah, like humble.
Being very humble. He puts Artisse in front of him, but the other 3 players do see FutFut winning the match, and then Artisse getting second.
Yeah, and what do you think, actually?
I think it depends. Like I know that FutFut can be nervous for matches. He's definitely a bit stressed, but as we saw last week, that didn't stop him from having a no respawn.
Exactly. So this clean sweep from Futa is just yeah.
Yeah. I don't think he will clean sweep this match, because especially Artisse is definitely a good contender and is very fast on several maps as well. And also FutFut did tell me that that he is not the most comfortable in Jumanji. This is in fact one of his 2 worst maps.
Ah,
And
that's interesting.
he is playing Jumanji now, and he didn't expect to. So
Yeah, exactly.
that may give the advantage to Artisse in this match even.
Yeah, that might even like put everyone on equal grounds, you know, because I think FutFut, you know, is definitely the favorite in this match, but that could be all the difference. So yeah, our map picks are what was it again? Mara Park, and then Hypnosis, and then Jumanji. And these players were expecting to play Mediterranean instead of Jumanji. For everyone who's just tuning in.
I think the 3 players that are not called Artisse are definitely happy that Jumanji is randomized as the 3rd in the order, which
exactly.
means it won't be played.
Yeah, that's true.
2 times. I'm not sure if it like can't be played 2 times, but so far we haven't seen any match go for more than 5 maps.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. Like, there would really have to be some crazy. I'm not sure. Is that even possible? Maybe if people don't finish and stuff, but on this level,
people don't finish, but exactly.
Yeah, on this level we don't see people not finishing. You know. Well, Artisse driving a very nice run actually. Only 4 seconds behind world record there. Actually driving his PB.
Good warm-up is bad life rounds.
That is true, so let's hope that's not the case for Artisse. We got FutFut finishing the warm-up here. And then we're gonna get this match underway. Yeah. We got people in the chat discussing about FutFut or Artisse getting first. Yeah, we're gonna find out. As we get this match underway, this is round 2. Match, which match is it again? Forgot the number.
It's match D.
Match D?
In the winner bracket quarterfinals.
Yes.
So 2 players will qualify themselves for the semi-finals in the winner bracket. The 3rd and the 4th place in this match won't be out. They will still have a chance to fight themselves back into the tournament next week in the loser bracket.
Exactly.
So by no means is this an elimination match, but players of course do want to get into those first 2 positions.
Exactly, just getting, moving on to the winner's bracket, you got a much easier task in front of you once you get there. You have to face less matches and also slightly worse players, so you definitely want to get that winner brackets matchup. Yeah, I'm following Sheeps right now. Looks like the pack is fairly close, no one making too big of a mistake. But we do see FutFut in the lead right now. Driving very consistent. I think he's quite known for driving, very tight and being very good on those tight spaces. Oh, I think
Sheeps did just make the first mistake. He touched. Oh, and he touched the bridge again. Will have to respawn again, and he's out of this round.
Yeah, hard to recover from that.
FutFut has already accumulated a 2.5 second lead, so he's doing really well, and he can afford to take the rest of the map a bit safer maybe than, which is great. Also, SiiDZeR is behind him, arguably slower than Artisse on this map. It is his worst map.
Oh, he makes a mistake. He actually bugged in the quarter pipe there, so he wasn't able to make that jump. So he drops down to 3rd place there. I'm gonna follow Artisse right now. But yeah, it looks like the pack right now has been divided by a lot. Only 2 minutes into this map.
SiiDZeR has to respawn again, so he's completely out of this. Sheeps is still quite a bit behind him though.
Yeah, I wonder if Sheeps is actually gonna go for 3rd place. I mean, he's definitely gonna go for it, but
I don't think he will manage to overtake SiiDZeR in this round unless SiiDZeR has another big respawn. He still seems to be like about 9 seconds behind.
Yeah. Alright, let's follow.
Artisse is also 10 seconds behind FutFut, so this first round is not that exciting. It seems that it's already decided.
Yeah, we got a lot of splits, but yeah, like we still have a couple sections there which are quite decisive. Like if you make a mistake, see Artisse slightly hitting that border there, but he does make the jump, so no problem for him. But yeah, not too much happening in this round.
Yeah, we see FutFut on an amazing time. If he if he manages to keep this pace, he's not making mistakes, and he's also not taking it too safe. He is on a 30 flat pace.
That's crazy. Like he
Yeah.
doesn't have to risk it, you know. He can't just
Yeah.
take it safe, like really take it safe. He has such a nice cushion.
Foot is one of the players that will play with his HUD on, so he will see how far he's ahead, or like he will see that no one is close to him, so he knows that he can take it safe. He doesn't want the shot caller because it just distracted him. At least that's what he told me.
I can
so
imagine that. Yeah.
he just wants to. I myself have like practiced with the shot caller the last 2 matches, but I also don't really think it's something for me. I also play with my HUD on. So yeah, there's some people like to play with HUD off, and then you kind of need someone that tells you what is happening in the rest of the field. But Food is not that kind of a player. He likes to keep it in his own hand.
Yeah, I think it's also not really per se an advantage, but it's just a preference thing.
Yep.
So yeah, we see FutFut going for the last jump into the finish. He will definitely make it.
He's gonna clock in at 30.3, I guess. That's 30.1. That's very nice.
Crazy times here being set.
It's a great rounds time.
Yeah, look how much Artisse is behind him.
I have to say, we're seeing way more fast times on this map than I expected.
Yeah, man. Like I definitely expected.
There are a lot of people that are driving 29 or even like 28. Fairy did a 28 in match yesterday. Ludo drove several 29s. Well, Morpio, of course, is on another level and has like a 27 consistent pace on this.
Yeah, it's insane because this map, it's so, it's so risky to go. Well, risky, I guess. Like it's pretty. Like I wouldn't dare to risk on this map, man, because hitting once, like you can lose so much, as we just saw.
I actually just got an update from FlowFlow, the statistics guy of the Brawl so far, and he just sent me a screenshot with a graph for the expected results of this match with the maps that have been chosen.
Oh, interesting.
And then their Artisse should actually have the advantage over Futa.
Oh, that is very interesting. Yeah, and
so apparently playing Jumanji instead of Mediterranean really gives Artisse the advantage in terms of seeding results.
Damn, there's some next level mind games being played here in the banning phase. So interesting. And we also see Sheeps making a very big mistake. Sorry to cut you off there, but Sheeps making a very big mistake at the start there, as well as SiiDZeR being quite like 9 seconds behind as well. But yeah, that's a very interesting thing you just brought up, because I think Artisse is looking for any kind of advantage he can get over FutFut. Oh, yeah. Artisse, he actually just bunked on the tight bridge section there. He has to go for the respawn, and I can hear SiiDZeR. Oh no!
Rushing just behind him. Yes, FutFut is getting a free pass to the 10 points again, and where we saw Artisse being very consistent last week, he seems to be struggling on this map at least. SiiDZeR is now dead last, 10 seconds behind Sheeps and Artisse, who are fighting 10 seconds behind Futa.
Yeah, so
FutFut.
Artisse actually having another respawn, so Sheeps going into second place here. I'm gonna follow him, see how he's gonna do the next couple sections. We also saw this quarter pipe being some decisive in some rounds, where players can get a bug. Artisse making it, and SiiDZeR going for it. Oh, that's gonna be close, and he has to go for another respawn, and I think that is a definite 4th place for him. That is quite a long respawn you have to go for there. And already being 22 seconds behind, that's another, I don't know, like 8 seconds on top of that. Definitely being out of this one. So yeah, let's follow Sheeps. And yeah, we do see, again, quite big splits in between all the players. You know, we still have SiiDZeR and Artisse who are 5 seconds away from each other. FutFut obviously on another level on this map, enjoying a comfortable lead.
Not taking any risky lines, it seems. Is just saving his way into the finish as he should. Ooh. He is on another good time, but he is taking it safe here. He's not going for risky lines, which is definitely what he wants to do.
Exactly. We saw SiiDZeR having a slight bug on that rock block. I'm not sure if you catch that one, but not losing too much time. But I've never seen that one actually.
I did not see that.
You got a slight bug there, so interesting. But yeah, we still see a solid 6 seconds now in between SiiDZeR and Artisse. So I'm gonna go over to Artisse and see if he can make something happen in the last minute of this map. But yeah, a lot of people.
Foot passing the definitely the hardest part for me in this map, the tight part before the water bounce.
Yes, exactly.
If you touch there, you will have to respawn, but he does it without any problems again.
Yep, so he's got this one in the bag pretty much. Yeah, I noticed that you really have to have a really good lineup on the grass there. You have to do like kind of tilt your car so you get the right angle into that jump.
Yeah.
Or else you'll be really fucked there. So that respawn is a long one. But yeah, we see Artisse actually not really closing in. It's just still 6 seconds between him and SiiDZeR. So he really has to make something happen now because there's not much time to be made on this section. Again, look at this time.
Yeah, he's doing the first sub 30 of this match. We have seen them in most matches where Mario Park has been played actually, which really surprises me. I expected to see low 30s, but maybe not that many sub 30s.
Yeah, that's just madness to be honest. So we see last battle there, actually Artisse kind of closing in, but yeah, it was not enough. So we see SiiDZeR on 2nd place, Artisse on 3rd, SiiDZeR making the last jump, getting that 3rd place. And let's take a quick look at the scoreboard. Obviously, FutFut on 20 points right now, Artisse 10 points, SiiDZeR is actually on 7 points, and SiiDZeR is on 9 points. I had the order a bit messed up there, but we see it updated now.
We're gonna see maybe even a replay of the other match this week. I don't exactly know what I think it was the match with Demos and who was there as well. I'm not even sure who was there, but there was one player that had 30 points. I guess it was Morpio, and the other players were all tied on 13. And then in the after the next map, the first place had 60 points, and the rest was all tied on 26 points.
Yeah, and that's a good.
Maybe that's gonna happen again.
It's a good point you bring up as well, because you don't have to. There's not only a 1st place in this match to play for. You have 2nd place as well, which is almost equally as important, because these players are expecting FutFut to take it or to drive really solid. Still have that 2nd place to go for, and we see. Oh, that was a pretty crazy thing that happened. I saw SiiDZeR, he had to go for the safe way, get the boosters, and we saw Artisse go for a respawn there on the same checkpoint. So again, FutFut 1st place right now. Let's follow him to see if he does this. Yeah, obviously he's just very solid on this map. Don't really make a mistake. SiiDZeR, Artisse.
So far, he also hasn't really been forced into making mistakes. He has been allowed to take it really safe. And again, SiiDZeR is already 2 seconds behind. SiiDZeR 3.5. Artisse 4. Futa making the first mistake of the match. He has to respawn there. Didn't get the correct lineup, and
that changes a lot.
Side before the jump, like he will be a few seconds behind. Can he?
Yes, looks like 7.9 seconds behind right now. So actually moving from 1st place to last place. So this is the first time FutFut tasting another position other than 1st place. So
True, he has only been in 1st so far.
Yeah.
The rounds.
So that puts some slight pressure on his shoulders. So let's see if he can make something happen. But yeah, let's actually move on to the pack right now, as we see Sheeps, Artisse, and SiiDZeR being yeah, pretty much 2 seconds away from each other. Oh, Sheeps going for the overtake on Artisse in that tunnel section. Looks like he had it slightly better there. Yeah. It's gonna be an interesting fight. This is actually the closest round we've seen so far, later, in the later stages of this map. So yeah, SiiDZeR, you know, he's just slightly ahead. Not by too much though, especially on this map. 2 seconds, you know, you can lose that instantly. But you can just, he just has to hold it, you know. Do you think he should go for some safe lines, or he should keep a fast pace going on now?
I think with Artisse in your neck, I think it is better. He still needs to drive fast, because I'm not sure his pace is. Oh, and he does take the risky line, and he has to respawn because he doesn't make it.
And instantly.
That is tragic.
Now you see this round.
Oh, and he does struggle to even make the respawn. FutFut is now in second because also Sheeps apparently had to respawn.
Yep.
Artisse now far in the lead.
It just shows you
5.5 seconds.
Yeah, it just shows you the level of these players, and like just making one mistake, the round just flips on his head, like just like that. And yeah, Artisse, probably wondering why he's in first place right now, but yeah, he's probably not, or he's probably happy about that. So yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, he has a slight mistake, but he keeps enough speed to go for the jump. But it does allow for FutFut to creep up on him. But yeah, it's gonna be tough though, because yeah, we're really nearing the finish right now, and there won't be much chances for him. Let's see though. Yeah, 3.6 seconds ahead.
One last chance that he does not get the Neo here, but he is too experienced for that. He does get a really slow one, but he should be fine unless he pulls an Astro and doesn't make this jump.
And he got it.
He gets into the finish safely. 4:36, not the best time, but it's enough for this round to get 10 points.
FutFut in second place.
That's what's important.
Yeah. So yeah, Artisse getting a 10-pointer here. He's going to be very happy about that. Sheeps third place, and SiiDZeR actually in last place, but he was looking so solid in the first half of this map. He's going to be kicking himself because he was driving consistent up to like 3 minutes into the map. He was leading. So yeah, just like that, really need to continue driving that consistent driving, and yeah, just keep that pace all the way to the finish. Yeah. We're going to Hypnosis, actually. So this is my first time casting a Hypnosis match, so it's going to be interesting for me to watch.
Also, just another little funny fact. This was Futa's first respawn in the playoffs. He didn't respawn a single time in the last match.
No way.
He just respawned for the first time. Like,
are you serious?
Morpio, who clean sweeped his first match, did have some struggles with respawns on Mediterranean.
That is actually unthinkable.
Fut's perfect streak is kind of got broken here. In more ways than one.
God damn, that's so mad. Like, who would have like imagined that?
Yeah.
But yeah, we're now on Hypnosis, which is a very different map from Mirror Park. Lots of, you know, drifting there. And also just a beautiful map, in my opinion. I think it's... I think Concrete and this map are like my favorite maps visually in the map pack. Just looks very beautiful. Kind of reminds me of the movie Blade Runner. Not sure if you've seen it.
I have not.
Yeah, kind of that futuristic.
I think he said it was mostly inspired by Cyberpunk.
Ah, yeah.
And maybe subconsciously a little bit by old games, like
exactly.
Blade Runner. I have heard people talk about the Blade Runner reference before.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's quite similar. It's actually a movie from the past, and it's a movie about the, you know, like dystopian future kind of thing. So a bit like Cyberpunk as well. But yeah, gonna be interesting. You know, I think FutFut is solid. Oh, look at the records actually. Artisse actually having a better PB than FutFut on this, if I'm correct.
I believe this is one of the only maps where Artisse is in the very top.
Yeah.
Was in the very top in his seeding. I don't know if if in the meantime drove other PBs on maps. So yeah, maybe this is a big favorite for him. Futa did say that he was really confident on this map and that he expected to get a lot of points here. So that's gonna be cool to see those two battle it out.
Yeah,
see if
for
they
sure.
can get the first and second place every round, or that it's gonna be, well, a clown fiesta again. And
yeah.
then we can see SiiDZeR and Sheeps grabbing some points as well.
Yeah, I'm also gonna be interested in these players. Will they make a mistake on this jump on the platform? Because you got a fast way. You can go for the normal way, which is a water bounce, but you can land on that platform there and keep a lot more speed. And yeah, I don't know, must be like 2 or 3 seconds you save by that?
Yeah, I think so. Somewhere around 2 seconds. I haven't really compared, but it's gonna be interesting if they even decide to go for it, or if they save it if they are far ahead.
Yeah,
You see,
yeah,
you see
definitely.
here the engine killer part. Your engine is off, so you can't accelerate at any point during this checkpoint. You have to take the boosters to even make it to the next checkpoint.
Exactly, you got some backwards driving as well.
Yeah,
so
and
go
it's
into
really
the booster.
important. It's really important to keep the speed in that section, because speed you lose once, you can't get back again because your engine is turned off. So it carries on throughout until the next checkpoint. So
exactly, especially once you hit the last booster, you really need to preserve as much speed as you want, as you can, because that's the part where you can lose so much. So yeah, I actually haven't, like I said before, I haven't casted a match on this before, so I'm gonna be pretty hyped to see all these crazy lines, you know, because when I was hunting this myself, I'm pretty bad at hunting, so probably these players have some more tricks that I didn't even see yet. Gonna be interesting. Yeah. There's also a difference in, you know, for maybe the latter players, getting 4th and 3rd place is also, you know, a difference in seeding as well. So, yeah, that's something to think about as well.
yes, wait, I'm in the wrong tab. The first player of this match will meet Morpio, Xeno, and Hazard, and the second player in this match will meet Skandir, Astronaut, and Demos. So it can be in some situations people might even decide it's like better for them to get second instead of first and start throwing. It's not what we like to see, of course, but
I actually heard about that. Yeah, Futa said that, didn't he?
Futa equaling his one of his earlier records, not his PB, but driving a very fast time in the warm up for 56. If he can do that in match consistently, then he will get a lot of points.
Yeah, for sure, man. It's gonna be hard for all these players to keep up with a pace like that. You know, it looks like Futa is just so consistent. I mean, he's proven himself to be consistent. But yeah, let's get this round underway. We got round 4 on Hypnosis. The first round on Hypnosis, but round 4 in the overall match. As we see all these players going for a nice drift around the corner there, having enough speed to make this jump, and you want to do like kind of a long drift here. See these players actually going for different drifts there, so interesting. And Sheep's already 2 seconds behind, so I think he had a slight mistake there. But yeah, definitely not so big that he can't make something happen in this round. Alright, let's follow the battle for first place. We see Artisse and FutFut, as predicted, battling it out for first place. Ah, so they actually go for a wallbang there instead of a drift. Probably preserving more speed there. And that pipe section looks so scary when you do it so fast like these players, but yeah, they're just so consistent.
There is a chance that if you take that pipe section, if your wheels fall on the sides, on each side of the pipe, you don't accelerate anymore because the wheels are not touching the ground, and then you lose speed.
Yeah.
But all these players manage to not do that and keep their wheels on solid ground. So very well done.
Yeah, still we see this battle continuing actually. Look at this, they're actually tied on that checkpoint. Pretty much like exactly the same time there. So yeah, so far I think this is going to be interesting to see unfold. Who's going to build up a slight lead? Looks like FutFut doing that, but yeah, can you even call point 1 a lead? I guess you can, but yeah, let's see. It's just...
The backwards entry is going to be really important. There is a risky line and a more safe line.
Ah, yeah.
Players do go for the forwards entry into, like, originally the intended way is to bonk your head and go backwards up that ramp, but the players have found an alternative strat that is faster.
Yeah, I see.
Well,
yeah.
Futa seems to be getting it a little bit better. He is about
also...
half a second ahead now. Artisse lagged out.
Ooh, he's lagging, but he's back.
Okay, he is still here. He didn't disconnect.
Yeah, right, so they're going for the jump.
Oh,
Artisse, he clipped the wheel. So he lost a lot of speed, and once you're in the water, losing a lot of speed is like 10 times worse than losing speed on regular road. So that's going to be unfortunate. Look at that. 2.7 seconds ahead, or ahead is Futa. He's nearing the backward section and the booster section. So he does...
in the meantime did have a respawn, so he's far behind. Sheeps overtook him.
Right, let's actually follow that battle right now, because Sheeps is actually nearing Artisse as well. So it would be interesting if he can make something happen. I heard from Sheeps that Choco was shot calling for him, so Choco's probably mentioned that. He is not too far behind. But yeah, actually Artisse nearing FutFut as well, so wow. I think anything can still happen in this round, because a margin of 2 seconds is just one mistake or one respawn on this map.
Yeah, this part with the uphill, you can bug sometimes. It's not that often, but sometimes you get a weird bounce and then you can't make it. Luckily, hopefully that won't happen in any of the rounds, but so far it hasn't happened.
Yeah, it's this map, especially this part here, right here, you have to be so precise with your drifts. Like you really have to know the entrance. Like you have to know the exact lineup for the entrance, because just being slightly too wide or too narrow, you can just hit your head quite easily and lose a lot of time. We see FutFut, yeah, looking to set quite a nice time here, but Artisse, look at that.
This backflip is the next tough part in the map. Again, you can get unlucky and just bounce kind of back, not having as much forwards momentum, and then you have to go far up to still make it, whereas if you get forwards momentum, you can release a bit in the air and get an earlier landing.
Yeah,
which will save you a little bit of time, not too much, but it's still...
And it does look like FutFut is gonna take it, but very crazy performance actually from both FutFut, Artisse and Sheeps as well, not being too far behind, you know.
It's a very nice time for all three of them, to be honest.
Yeah, look at that, Artisse showing that he can keep up with FutFut's pace. I mean, just 2 seconds off is not too much, you know. SiiDZeR as well, going for the finish now.
Definitely giving the message that Fut can't crash.
Exactly.
If he will crash, then multiple people will be there to overtake him. So
yeah, and
that keeps Fut under pressure.
This map as well is, you know, we see such a different dynamic compared to the previous map, where all these players were like 10 or 15 seconds in between each other, and this map is just 2 to 5 seconds is just the margin that you're dealing with here. So round 2, as we
If
follow.
If we look at the points right now, we do have FutFut far in the lead, but Artisse is getting a clear advantage over third and fourth, where Sheeps and SiiDZeR are battling.
Yeah, that's a
So,
good point.
in the first map, it was Fut against the other three. Now it's Fut and then Artisse against the other two. So Artisse definitely performing better on this map so far.
Yeah, like something we definitely were kind of expecting, but yeah, we're gonna see. You know, I'm also excited to see what happens on Jumanji, because that's the map where I think Artisse is gonna have the most chance to get more points than FutFut.
Yes, I agree. I'm curious if FutFut having a very wonky line through that entire section. He does even go for the safe line here, because he wouldn't have made the water bounce otherwise, and he gets overtaken by Sheeps, but is attacking Sheeps back and seems to have a way higher pace and will have no problem. Oh, I say that, but Sheeps gets better line through the pipe.
Yeah,
And
Sheeps is
they're
definitely, you know,
still inside each other, fighting for that second place here. But even if they drive fast and Artisse makes a small mistake, they can definitely even catch up to Artisse and overtake him.
for sure. And it looks like FutFut is now taking that second position from Sheeps. And yeah, just to explain the point system real quick. Yeah, we're playing for 70 points. The first one getting to 70 points gets finalist mode, and then you just have to win one more round. So yeah, FutFut 36 points, Artisse 26, Sheeps 17, SiiDZeR 13 points. So they're looking to get to 70 points as fast as possible. This turnaround, actually Sheeps hitting the backside there. I saw the other players not doing that, so a bit of a different approach there.
Hitting the backside is definitely the safer option. You can
Look at
opt
this!
to
FutFut! He made a really bad mistake, but he managed to save it, like on some crazy Neo Matrix shit on the side there. But
this entire block is magnetic, of course.
yeah,
So the player, even if you fall off, as long as you keep a wheel at the side of the magnet, you can still drive up, but you will lose a lot of time. Of course, Fut is 6 seconds behind.
yeah, that's gonna be tough actually.
This is still a very close round. Like, all players can almost see each other.
Yeah, and now I think we're gonna see FutFut in full pace mode, or like full risk mode. So it's gonna be interesting to see, because you know, like, he is one of the fastest players in this whole tournament, pretty much. That's safe to say. So yeah, we're gonna see what's gonna happen. Alright, I'm gonna switch over to SiiDZeR, because it must be scary having a FutFut in your back right now. Well, let's see. Sheeps and SiiDZeR very close to each other. In the front we have Artisse, 2.8 seconds in front of the pack. Yeah, FutFut again 2 seconds behind the pack. So yeah, we do near the last couple checkpoints of this map. Gonna be interesting. I'll keep the camera on SiiDZeR, because they are fighting a lot. Oh, that was so close.
SiiDZeR touches, and I don't know if he will have enough speed. You need a lot of speed through this part, otherwise you won't make these very small jumps. He does seem to make it.
Yeah, he did.
He does save it in the end.
Yeah, he does choose to go a bit wider there. I think that was the right approach, because if he went straight there, I don't think he would have made it.
SiiDZeR doing an almost perfect release, and you see how much he gains to Sheeps there. He jumps way lower, and Sheeps also getting a bit of an acceleration bug, a gear down, I guess, at the moment of accelerating, which made him
look at this battle.
So this is a very nice battle between SiiDZeR and Sheeps at the moment.
Sheeps, he has to push for like slightly more. Oh, look at this.
Oh no, SiiDZeR.
Oh, SiiDZeR
does touch there. It is. I was gonna say it's about this backwards section, which is kind of random. You need to get lucky to whether you get up quickly or it takes some time. FutFut in the meantime falling off on the side.
He messed up.
He gets unlucky on that part. He probably hit the center of the junction of the two blocks.
Yeah.
And that's where you get kind of a land bug on that block, and you get pushed to the side. Well, he
Yeah,
had to
man.
risk it, of course, because he was third. Artisse
Yeah.
with a very nice time, driving a 57.
Look at that, yeah. On a
It's
map,
worthy of a first place
for
in
sure.
this round.
Yeah, and we actually saw SiiDZeR making that last mistake, touching there. It was unfortunate, but he really had to risk because he knows the second position was being heavily contested by SiiDZeR. But yeah, let's go into the next round here.
Who did make a small mistake is slightly behind about a second.
Ah, yeah, alright. So, FutFut actually making some slight errors here, as well as the previous round. So maybe he's feeling the pressure of Artisse. Maybe he's thinking about that third map that he probably did not practice too much. So he might have that in his back of his head, you know.
He did lose his clear first position after the first map. He was very clear of his three opponents right now.
Oh,
He's
SiiDZeR.
only 3 points ahead of Artisse. So.
SiiDZeR has to respawn, actually. Failing the pipe section there.
Yeah.
Unfortunate for him. And yeah, that's safe to say that a mistake of that, you know, that big of a mistake is going to be pretty much unable to do anything from that, because it's probably like 10 seconds or more behind. With these players, you can't do anything being 10 seconds behind. So yeah, FutFut overtaking SiiDZeR there. But SiiDZeR is still holding on to dear life, as we see Artisse being in a nice lead of 2 seconds. Again, pretty much the same scenario as the previous round. So wonder if Artisse is gonna be not making any mistake and keep this lead. Gonna follow SiiDZeR now. So he's still holding on to the pace of FutFut, which is already an impressive feat.
SiiDZeR once again has to respawn. He seems to be risking it to get more points, but
yeah, he has no choice pretty much.
The pace of the others is just too high for him. He has to risk, and
yeah, right.
It's not paying off so far. He's in last place, so he does need to risk even more now. Maybe he can catch up on Jumanji, depending on how the others play there.
Yeah,
that would be nice to see.
It's gonna be interesting to see the battle for first and second place here, because we're nearing the water jump. FutFut was struggling before. Now he seems to be making it, but SiiDZeR, look at that.
SiiDZeR getting it way better and winning like about a second on FutFut.
Exactly. So we see how decisive this part is. Like even you know, the way you do it.
Yeah. Even if you manage to make it, it doesn't mean you also made it fast.
For sure. Yeah, we do see Artisse being nearly 3 seconds in front of the pack. FutFut and SiiDZeR though still doing a crazy battle here. Like pretty much this battle lasted for nearly the whole map so far. FutFut slightly just in front of SiiDZeR though. As we near the last couple of checkpoints, the last 5 checkpoints of this map. Let's see, FutFut just, I think he's gonna be, well, not happy, but he's gonna settle for a second position if he, if it was on his hands. Well, it is on his hands. Just needs to.
Last week in Artisse's match, we saw him driving very fast throughout the match, but on Hypnosis he did seem to struggle. But apparently he has trained this map a lot, because at the moment he's really not struggling. He's driving like on a 57 pace again, which is really nice.
Making very minimal mistakes and having a crazy pace as well. It's like a recipe for, you know, a great points, you know.
Yeah, he's gonna be ahead of Futa after this map.
Wow.
Unless he makes a mistake or gets unlucky in the lottery at the backwards. We'll have to see that. Yeah,
let's see. SiiDZeR kind of losing a bit more time over FutFut right now. I'm gonna switch over to FutFut actually, see if he can come closer to Artisse, since he's now closing the gap a little bit. 1.1 second behind.
Going for the low jump, and
he
only barely makes that. He does go for the risk, but it does not pay off. He didn't get enough forwards momentum there to.
Yeah, and can you really blame him?
Cleanly, you cannot. He has to risk.
Yeah, this ending, I think Artisse doesn't have to risk too much. He just needs to take this wide and consistent, and he has this in the bag.
does Artisse manage to avoid the middle of that block?
Yeah, he does.
They both get it equally bad. So
Yeah,
both
and
get
just
unlucky in the backwards, but it doesn't matter.
look how close though.
It's gonna be a second difference of 57 for Artisse, probably 58 maybe, 58 low.
Wow.
Still a very nice time.
Very consistent, man. But yeah, no easy feat though from Sheeps and FutFut as well. Being so close as well. Look at that. Look at those time difference on a map.
Sheep's getting third with a 5:00. That's kind of harsh.
Yeah, man. That's
like that is a good time, but that shows the level of the players that we
exactly.
have.
Like Sheeps is
Already
probably
in the quarterfinals.
Sheeps probably really happy with that time he drove, but it's still just not enough against these players.
As SiiDZeR is saying in the chat, he was in a winner bracket quarterfinal match as well, but the first 3 of that round were in front of his PB. So
yeah,
SiiDZeR, of course, maybe more of a consistent player, not the fastest maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're driving really fast in this match.
Yeah, man. And SiiDZeR, he's thinking, how do I win? All these players are so much ahead of me. He really, yeah. Even Sheeps, you know, Sheeps is performing quite well. He's keeping up. Like he's not getting the best points, but he really is keeping up in a lot of these rounds, and is also like, yeah, compared to SiiDZeR, he's really performing quite well. So yeah, we have the really crazy upset here, getting Jumanji. So yeah.
Yeah, this is gonna be the most interesting map in my opinion, because only Artisse expected to play this map. The other 3 players expected to play Mediterranean at this stage of the match. So it's gonna be really interesting how much they even trained. Did they train this map at all? Because they were very clear in that all 3 knew the maps that were gonna be played, but apparently they didn't. So
yeah,
it's gonna be really interesting to see how much they trained, if they trained, how consistent they will be, and how fast they will be as well.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
This map is harder to make like real mistakes on, but it's easy to get unlucky. There are several land bugs and other weird things that can happen during a run.
Yeah, for sure.
I hope you won't see a lot of them.
Yeah, especially on the part they just passed, the pipe section offers a lot of ways to gain a lot of speed, but also, yeah, so a lot of player bunk there.
Yes, yesterday we even saw Ferry not getting dragged by the magnet. You need to go on the magnet and drive down, but Ferry didn't get the magnet, so it can also happen, and then you have to respawn.
Ah, yeah, that was unfortunate yesterday.
It is very unlucky, and it usually doesn't happen, but those things are common in this map, which is sad to see. But it's still a very nice map in my opinion.
Yeah, other than that, it's a nice map to drive actually.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be very. I think it's gonna be very close on this map. This is one of the closer maps. Not most places don't gain you a lot of time, so I think the fights will be close. Here's like a very small shortcut where FutFut is at the moment. Normally you would drive around the sand pit, but the players have found a faster way to jump out of the sand pit earlier and reach the next checkpoint sooner.
Actually, I remember that I was on a server and I tried this strat and people were like, what the fuck? So maybe we're gonna have to call that the Bass strat.
Yeah, maybe.
But I think someone else already found it before that, so yeah.
I couldn't tell you. Very possible.
Yeah. But yeah, to answer a question in the chat from Harpy, if you do like Cam 7 and you hold Alt and you right click a player, then it follows the player like this. So
wow, we're getting professional lessons from Bass here.
Yeah, it's quite crazy. I'm not sure if you know about that spectating thing.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's something that existed for forever in TM2, but no one knew about it. Like literally no one has ever known about it, and then people found out about it in TM3.
Yep.
And then they also find out that it's also possible in TM2. So yeah, there's that. Nando not really yeah, not really mentioning that thing at all, but yeah, you can get a custom camera like that if you do that.
Wow.
Crazy shit.
Yeah.
That is a big bruh moment. Yeah, I agree. Now I think you have to hold Alt. It does, if you miss it does some weird things like this. I don't know.
So we're seeing Sheeps on a pretty decent time, I think. 4:05. He was driving that in his first match as well. I'm not sure those times will be enough on this level.
Yeah.
I feel like players like Futa will drive lower in the 4-minute region.
Yeah, it's gonna
But
be interesting to see.
Considering the players did not expect this map, there's absolutely nothing to say about this.
Yeah. Do you think players will get a sub 4 on this?
I would say Futa is definitely capable of driving a sub 4. But I don't think he has ever done that. Like this is one of his two worst maps. So if anyone would drive it, I think it would be Futa, and I don't think Futa will do it, especially not considering he didn't expect this map. Maybe Artisse practiced this map a lot because he did expect it, and
I imagine
he
so,
has a
actually.
way faster PB than is in the Dedimania, because in the Dedimania it seems he has a 4:03.6, and I don't see him driving 4 seconds faster than his PB in a match. So I don't think we'll see a sub 4, because, well, there are only 4 people, I think, that have ever driven below 4 minutes.
Exactly, yeah.
So
we did see Scandir
here.
going for a sub 4 actually earlier in the round 1 last week.
FutFut already touching basically the first one of the first corners he can touch. We see there the backflip over the fence, which can sometimes be buggy, where you don't get enough height of the backflip and you will touch the fence and usually have to respawn, which is again one of these really unlucky things that you just can't avoid.
Yeah, this map
does ruin your run.
Yeah, it does sadly have some sections like that, and then still can kind of choose to drive a little bit safer, but kind of don't want to do it in a match like this versus opponents like this. So yeah, I'm following FutFut right now. He's very close to the whole pack, and SiiDZeR looks like he's fallen back a little bit. Actually, 6 seconds.
We see different approaches of that quarter pipe jump, I guess you can call it.
Yeah, on the
FutFut getting the best approach there, but that is definitely not something he intends to do. Like it's the best way to get it, but you just go for it usually, and you pray that you get a nice flip so you land flat. And Fut getting it really good there. He does catch up a lot. Artisse making a little mistake, it seems. He's about 2 seconds behind.
Yeah, and we actually see
Sheeps are battling each other.
Yeah, Sheeps is hanging in there, you know. FutFut actually taking him over, but yeah, Sheeps does, from what we're seeing right now, has to have has nice pace on this map. So yeah, maybe Sheeps was expecting it. We can't tell, but I'm not sure if Sheeps was practicing
Sheeps
this map.
A little bit behind at the moment, still in close pursuit. Let's see if the players will risk this part. You can go right of the tree that early, and they actually do risk it a bit. Both not getting the greatest slides, but not having a lot of speed.
Yeah, you really don't want to bump your.
Exciting.
You don't want to bunk your head there as well.
Yeah. It doesn't lose you that much, but it's still better to calm down there.
Yeah.
There again, you hope not to get dragged away by the magnet.
Yeah,
we
and
have some people in matches been flown out of the map.
I do think that you know, FutFut being very good on Black Mesa, he being very good on these close quarter sections. There are some sections like that on this map, so he's probably gonna shine in those sections.
Yeah. I would say this is a map that suits FutFut really well, but he seems to disagree.
Yeah.
Saying that this is definitely not his best map.
Yeah, so far so good though. He's enjoying and extending his lead right here. Going through that bush and Sheeps
getting a very bad entry. Does he get the checkpoint? He does reach the checkpoint, so he can at least respawn in the tunnel.
Yeah, but what a time loss is that?
He does lose his second place to Artisse. Luckily for him, SiiDZeR is too far behind, is still a checkpoint behind, so he will have third place in the bag, but he does lose 2 points to Artisse here, and he needs to catch up to either Artisse or FutFut.
Yeah, and I think
to get second in this match.
I think this is if FutFut makes this last jump, he's gonna have this in the bag, and he does, almost actually clipping there. That was scary. Yeah, getting a time of 4:04. Artisse getting a time of 4:06. Sheeps with that mistake getting a 4:10. So yeah, Sheeps unfortunate there. He was definitely on quite a nice pace there. Yeah, SiiDZeR again so far behind. Looks like these three players are having a different level of SiiDZeR right now.
This does maybe make sense that SiiDZeR is struggling the most on this map. Like, the more experienced you are in the game, I would say that you can handle unexpected maps like better. Like FutFut, Sheeps, and SiiDZeR did not expect to play this map, but FutFut has like so many training already on all the maps that even though he hasn't like trained it exactly for this match, he still has a very decent pace on this map and is very consistent. So, and apparently SiiDZeR in the first round lacks that, but maybe that was just an unlucky round, and he will show us what he's made of in this round.
Yeah, let's actually give him a little bit of
behind, but it's still too close to call.
Yeah, let's give SiiDZeR a little bit of camera time, and maybe some people in the chat can give some cheers to SiiDZeR because he really needs it right now. Oh, that was an unfortunate bunk, so already losing a bit of time here. But yeah, not by too much though. He can still keep up with the pack, but he really needs to stop making mistakes. He really needs to get his head together and just focus on not making mistakes and driving your own pace. And
he's very wonky over the section.
Yeah,
does manage to keep himself in the race. Everyone is still within 2 seconds, but FutFut does again have a good lead, which is really nice for him.
Yeah, and looks like
he gets the fast starts, and that allows him to save the rest of the map. Like, he doesn't need to take all the risks. He has that advantage, which is really nice.
And looks like SiiDZeR is actually taking third place right now. So, never mind. I did a caster's curse right there. Yeah, SiiDZeR falling back. Oh, wait, I double caster cursed him. As FutFut made a heavy mistake and has to respawn. Look at this.
He's now in first. Oh, no, Sheeps in... I am very confused. Sheeps is turtling and has to respawn.
Oh, what is this? Like, this is not even a position you usually see a lot of mistakes as well. And now...
FutFut somehow still third.
So what's happening? Okay, we got Artisse in first place right now. SiiDZeR in second place. Not too far behind. And FutFut is gonna really look to creep up on SiiDZeR here. Sheeps, though, that's a long respawn he had there. I missed that turtle, but it must have been right before the next checkpoint because look at that.
He was jumping into the sand section just before the drop into the checkpoint, and he went too far. He stayed too far on the right and didn't get cleanly onto the sand, but hit a sand hill there.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
FutFut is making a mistake there. He can still make it, but he's trying to risk to catch up to SiiDZeR.
Yeah.
Because 6 points are better than 4.
For sure.
But he's not doing it the right way at the moment. But he is faster on this map. So
yeah, I think this next part is going to be quite decisive. We're going to go close drifts around the corner there. Alright, SiiDZeR also doing it quite nice, so Yeah, I think Artisse is gonna have this one in the bag, being up 5 seconds.
Yeah, we see Artisse being the only one not making a mistake so far this round, or at least not making a big mistake.
Yeah, and look at the
he
point
is still
difference.
not on. Yeah, he's on a decent time, not too fast, but it's enough in this round, so that's great.
Yeah, like that section where you go into that warehouse is yeah, pretty much destroying every single player here except for Artisse. So yeah, FutFut, he had a slight tap in the tunnel there, which is quite unfortunate because this is a section where you build up a lot of speed throughout this whole grass section. So yeah, I think SiiDZeR, let's actually spectate him and see if he's gonna do this part without making a mistake. He just needs that one little jump before the finish, and then he's got this second place in the bag. And he does it.
This last jump can be buggy if you go from if you hit the middle again with one of your wheels, you can get a slowdown, which makes you not able to unable to reach.
Yeah, and we've actually seen that happen a couple times in earlier matches. Yeah, these players are yeah, wary of that.
It's always scary to go over that ramp, but all players make it, luckily. And SiiDZeR creeping closer, at least to Sheeps.
Yeah, man.
Artisse taking over first place from FutFut again, but they seem to be fighting for the first place still. Whereas Sheeps and SiiDZeR are definitely, I mean, they are more than 25 points behind, so...
Yeah, and look at the points actually.
Against each other.
So let's take a quick look at the points. As we see Artisse right now on 62 points. So if he takes first place on this next round, he will get into finalist position, and FutFut still needs at least 2 rounds to get finalist. So interesting dynamic here, and I think Artisse is smiling right now because, you know, it was because of him that this map is getting played, and he's enjoying the consequences.
He is smiling even more when he gets told that FutFut is 5 seconds behind because of a respawn in the start.
Oh no, FutFut. That is scary.
This is his chance to gain a lot of points on compared to FutFut. But FutFut should go. Oh, SiiDZeR is getting stuck in the fence there.
That was a full spot, a full stop for him.
To catch up at least one position maybe, but FutFut should still go full risk and try to go for second, because the 1 point between third and fourth does not really make that much of a difference.
Yeah, and look at the lead
he should risk
he has
to get second.
Yeah, because this lead he has on Sheeps and SiiDZeR in points is still, you know, so much that he really just wants to deny Artisse above anything else.
Yep.
Oh, look at FutFut. He's really crumbling.
Make another mistake.
Yeah.
He's trying to risk it too much. It doesn't pay off this time. And unless the others make another mistake, this is probably too much of a disadvantage.
Yeah, it will be very unlikely that every player is going to make a mistake right now. So yeah, let's follow the pack for first, second, and third place. To see SiiDZeR being 3 seconds behind, you know, that's not too big of a margin. Definitely something he can be capable of, you know, gaining some positions. Sheeps also being very close to first place.
FutFut is struggling a lot to get out of the sandpit at the moment. He was backing up 2 or 3 times, but still was stuck. But he made it finally after like 10 seconds of being stuck. But he is way too far behind right now. He should just save it until the finish line. Make sure he gets those 3 points.
Yeah, I was about to say, because imagine you're so far behind that you won't even be able to finish with the finish timer. Then, like, especially, like, he needs just 1 point.
Finish timeout is about 1 minute, like a little bit below, maybe 59 seconds. So he should definitely have enough time. On this map, it's hard to not finish, I think.
Yeah, especially for a player like FutFut. So yeah, as we near the last 5 checkpoints of this map, let's follow Sheeps, as he's still really breathing into Artisse's neck right now. And yeah, let's see. Oh no, Sheeps had a slight wall hit on that tree, but it doesn't look like he's lost that much. So yeah, very lucky for him.
Artisse with a weird line there. It does seem like he slowed down a lot, but
Yeah, it went a bit wide there. It was interesting.
less than a second between them. I think this tunnel entry will decide a lot. Can Artisse get it cleanly? He doesn't get it too fast, but he does get it clean.
Sheeps had it
getting
very
a lot
nice.
of speed out of it, but that doesn't really translate into a lot because the sand kind of kills your speed.
Unfortunate for him. So let's see. This last section, gotta make this jump.
He shouldn't be losing this much of a lead anymore,
No.
unless he gets the bug on the last ramp. But
yeah, let's follow him. See if he does it. Has a nice drift. Slows down a little bit, but yeah, he's got it. He saved it, and
that means he wins 7 points compared to FutFut, which is perfect for him. I mean, perfect would be 10 points, but this is the best he could have hoped for. Yeah,
definitely. Sheep's getting a nice 6-pointer. You know, extending that lead on SiiDZeR, and that's definitely what he wants to do, because, like, I think Sheep's right now.
FutFut actually demonstrating the bug we were talking about. He doesn't make, he bugs on the ramp, and he doesn't make the jump. Luckily, this is the perfect round for him to do that in.
Yeah.
Because he was last anyway, and now we're going back on Mara Park with Artisse in finalist.
Yeah, and I think
FutFut will have to win this round to get finalist as well. Second will not be enough. Yeah. So I think FutFut is gonna put everything.
He has to get this win right now.
Yes.
He has a lot of pressure on him, actually.
He was the better player on Mara Park in the first rotation. He did get first in the first 2 rounds with great times, both 4:30 low.
Yep. So yeah, we're gonna see.
I would say he still has the best cards, but he has to deny Artisse twice.
Yeah, man, that's no easy feat, because Artisse has really proven himself in this match that he really has a sick base. So yeah, FutFut right now in the lead, even though it's not by much, as we are still at the start. Artisse battling it out with SiiDZeR here. And Sheeps, actually making a big mistake there. Look at that. That's like 10 seconds, 12 seconds, 15 seconds? 10 seconds.
10 seconds behind, so it's up to FutFut and SiiDZeR to deny Artisse here if they want to go for the first place. Like,
yeah,
theoretically, even SiiDZeR could still get first in this match.
For sure.
Quite unlikely, but the players still need to get first in a round to consolidate their position.
Yeah, and I don't know if you remember from last week, we saw actually it was Chaos who was sniping someone who had finalist.
Yeah, Azuno was finalist for 4 rounds, I think, but didn't manage to close it out. Choked under the pressure.
Oh, look at that, FutFut!
Always crashed, and FutFut appears to do the same.
Yeah, I think he went to the safe way there, so he kind of saved it. Like, in the air, he just tilted his car, which allowed him to take the safe way.
He is still very close, though.
Exactly.
He is only 2.3 seconds behind, and well, his PB is more than 2 seconds ahead of Artisse's PB, so he does still have the faster pace, and SiiDZeR is still fighting Artisse for that first place. So.
Oh, but as you say that, he actually bugged on the ramp.
SiiDZeR does make the mistake, so all the pressure now on Artisse to keep this 2-second lead compared to FutFut, but he already loses 0.4 in that section, so
yeah,
FutFut definitely risking it, and Artisse maybe not with the optimal lines.
All the cameras are on FutFut right now, as he is the one who has to make it happen. He has to deny Artisse this victory.
Doesn't get the greatest speed there. It's gonna be interesting who gets the best dirt tunnel here. You can gear down and lose a lot of speed.
Exactly.
FutFut seems to get it. Oh, he gets a slowdown at the end there, but it seems Artisse got it even worse.
Yeah.
It's still definitely a fight. Only 1.5 seconds between the 2 players.
That is nothing on this map.
No, FutFut going for the very risky line there. Cutting everything really low, gets almost a perfect jump there. And
look at that.
he is really wanting
going for
to catch up, and he is catching up. He's almost he's not that far behind anymore.
Yeah, it is now or never if he still wants to get that first seeding to the next match. Yeah. So yeah, let's see this new slide, both doing it very nice. Look at that FutFut really creeping up though. Just 0.7 right now.
Yeah, It was half a second, but he got the slightly worse Neo,
Yeah.
which made him lose 0.2 again. But
Ooh, close
yeah,
as well.
this is a very high pressure moment. So are
Oh,
we
he has
going
more
to
speed.
see both players making that boulder bounce part that is very tight?
Oh
Or is one
man.
of them going to make a mistake? It's coming up
Yeah.
soon, and we see the players almost inside each other.
Look
FutFut
at
really
that.
caught up here. And
Yeah,
I
that's
think
gonna
this
be
is the
insane.
most decisive checkpoint right now, while the players are inside each other.
Wow. Both having
Both-
like pretty much the same speed.
Yeah, I thought Artisse crashed actually, but
Yeah, a bit wonky, but he saves it.
he looked he looked as if he was inside the fence, and Foot not getting a drift there. Can he even make this? He does make it, but
That
he
was so
does
close.
lose a bit.
Alright.
Is this lead enough for Artisse? It should be. I would say he is experienced enough to not give this away, but
then again, like experience, you have experience, but you also have nerves of FutFut. If you open the scoreboard and you see FutFut 0.3 behind you, you're gonna be scared either way. I think.
Whatever happens, this is a great round. Both players are just
Is he gonna
on
make the
30,
jump?
30 pace, and Artisse
He
does
is,
close it
make
out.
it.
He gets first.
Wow. That was such an. I think that's the closest round we've seen so far on this map here.
I mean,
Just 0.5.
very well played to Futa as well. He had a respawn and he still does a 4.30. He definitely had an insane pace that round. He had to have, but it just wasn't enough in the end to deny Artisse, and Artisse taking first, maybe surprisingly.
Yeah, I think that's definitely a surprise. Because I think most people, as well as in the chat, but as well as other people, were expecting FutFut to get, not an easy win, but definitely get the win over Artisse, and Artisse really proving him wrong there. So GG for him. Really showing that he's capable of great things. Because FutFut, people were saying he's like one of the contenders to win this whole tournament. So yeah, crazy stuff.
I think he definitely still is.
Yeah,
Artisse,
for sure.
Artisse is as well. But yeah, maybe that he told me he wasn't feeling the best today in practice, so he did kind of see this as a possibility, and he also had to deal with that unexpected map ban of Artisse. That maybe,
for sure. Yeah, that was well played. Just well played from him, to be honest. Yeah, let's follow this match though. Round 2. We got. I'm gonna take a quick look at the points because FutFut still not in finalist position actually, but he's definitely gonna be the next round. Sheeps and SiiDZeR, I think, gonna be very hard to deny FutFut this victory. I think Sheeps is looking to just get the third position rather than fourth over SiiDZeR.
This is actually a very interesting part, the part that Futa just passed. There's a safe way with boosters on the left, but that safe way actually makes you jump lower. I saw Futa experimenting with it in practice today, and it seems to be faster to take the safe way there and get the lower jump.
That's very interesting.
He does seem to be trying to get world record with it. I saw Boss saying yesterday about my match that I went for that safe route, but I didn't lose anything. And well,
yeah, I remember that actually.
It gained. Like, I made a little mistake, which made me unable to take the normal line. But indeed, it didn't lose me anything because it is faster. Yeah,
so that's cool. So we have some new strats being created during the playoffs. So we'll see if other players are gonna pick up on that. Maybe later tonight even, or next week.
We see Futa not going for the strat though. Like, it appears to be harder. Like, it's the safe way. And also, in case of a respawn where you don't have speed, but with speed it is very it's tough to get the perfect angle.
Yeah, and imagine you're trained on doing the other way, exactly. Yeah, do you want to go for the risky strat while you're not really very trained on it? That's
Apparently Futa doesn't want to. Futa is trying to drive personal best, I guess, here.
Oh, that was a tough
he does
section
get
though.
A very bad dirt tunnel, so that PB is off the cards. But he doesn't have any pressure in this round. He just needs to finish. Ideally, he would deny some points of the others, but to be honest, the others are far behind. And
you should just, give some points to Sheeps, man.
But we have seen before, even if you're finalist far in front of the others,
that is true. That is true.
If you don't make it, then it still gets close. We
You
saw
know, he
that
could also
yesterday.
be the Santa Claus right now and give some 10-pointers away, you know, because these other players are, you know, they want those 10 points as well, man. You're losing out. Artisse and FutFut just stealing all the 10-pointers, man. They can't share. Oh, maybe FutFut will share. Okay, it looks. Okay, I think he could actually save it there. I'm not sure if you catch that one, but he made a big mistake. He landed on that rock, but he could have saved it,
Yeah.
I think. He could have saved it, and I think he should have saved it as well.
Maybe he could,
Ooh.
but in the end, I think it was the wise decision to make the respawn. He doesn't really need to deny others points, and the only
Yeah.
thing he really wants to avoid is DNFing here. He just wants
Yep.
to get the two, like, some points and get into finalist mode. It's not
Exactly.
worth
Yeah.
DNFing here.
Oh, maybe he's treating sheeps or SiiDZeR, like I said.
Yeah.
As they want to get a slight taste of a first place victory. You know, did they finish in first place in this match? I'm not sure that either of them both actually got a 10-pointer. Maybe Sheeps got one, I think. Didn't he? I'm not sure. But yeah,
Sure,
either way.
I'm sure we're gonna see that like later tonight when we will get all the statistics from all the matches, and we will probably
Yeah.
put them into the statistics spreadsheet again, which you
Yeah.
can find in the announcement channel
Yeah,
of the
I
Brawl
love-
Discord if you want to take a look at that.
Exactly. I definitely recommend for people in the chat. It's really fun to just browse through all those statistics because, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that
we don't
close
see
finish.
the cleanest round here. The best time is a 4:40, which is not a great time, but it wins the round. Actually,
Yeah.
very close for that second place. Futa almost
Yeah.
sniping SiiDZeR in the end. Futa having another finalist attempt here.
Yeah.
Let's see if he can close it out.
Yeah, Futa on finalist position, and yeah, look at that. It's gonna be tough for Sheeps or SiiDZeR to deny this victory. I think it's gonna be very tough.
Yeah, Futa has at least 2 save rounds, and most
Yep.
likely 3 save rounds before any of the other players are getting finalists. So
Yeah, scary stuff.
next map will be.
Oh
Okay,
no.
He does throw away the first round. We saw this happen yesterday in the other match, where myself also didn't manage to close it out on Mara Park.
That
even
was a very tough one.
Yeah. Let's hope Futa manages to do it in the end.
Yeah, because I think this tree thing can be slightly deceiving. You really have to build some muscle memory for that bounce on that thing. Like you really need to stay a bit left.
Yeah.
So yeah, making that mistake there.
Futa
Maybe
having the worst dirt tunnel I've ever seen as well. So
oof.
maybe he is kind of nervous. He is kind of stressed. It may be smart to take a break for him. Even all players do have the option to take a 2-minute break
That
to
is
calm
true,
themselves
yeah.
down, or to go do something else for a moment, whatever
Yep.
they want. So far, no one has used it in this match.
Yeah, I've casted a couple matches where it wasn't used as well. I did see maybe I think yesterday was someone called one break. But yeah, I'm surprised that not really much people are you know, making use of that break.
Yeah, I was thinking in my match if I should use the break, but then I was like, nah, I'm kind of feeling alright. I'm still far ahead in points.
Yeah,
I have like the chances are that I will just distract myself even more from the match.
exactly.
It's better to stay in it. So like, it's of course a decision you need to make for yourself. Do
For
you
sure.
think this break is worth it? Do you need to reset your mentality, or
Yeah, I think
are you-
definitely if you're a driver or if you're a player, then I imagine that you just are mostly focusing on yourself and not on the others as well.
Yeah. Sometimes you have so many crashes and you just need a moment to like be like,
Exactly.
okay, calm down. We're just starting over.
Yeah, tell yourself that
match,
you can still do
yeah.
it, you know?
just resetting, and then sometimes it goes better from there. But
yeah, we saw SiiDZeR getting not the best landing there, and SiiDZeR is in first place.
We see FutFut coming back into the round. Like,
Ooh.
it's everything to play for again. SiiDZeR and Sheeps seem to be waiting for FutFut. They seem to want to.
He's going
to
for the
end this
overtake
match as well.
He's getting very scarily close right now. Look at this. I think Sheeps and SiiDZeR are suddenly feeling a lot of pressure. Right, let's see. FutFut making that mistake earlier here, but now he shows what he wanted to go for. Like, crazy risky line there, but look how much it saves him. He's really gaining now. Look at that. Look at this round. This is so close.
This water bounce is going to be very exciting. Let's see if all 3 players survive it.
Look how close we are. We're less than 0.1.
Within 700.
Oh man.
FutFut getting a way better line, taking way more speed than the others. Having a bit of a not the greatest approach. He will have to release to not hit the pole. But he is still in first because of his better line before. He kept more speed.
Wow.
Through it. He gets a way better line here too, and he is he has a clear advantage now.
Yeah, Sheep's also falling behind a little bit more even, so now it's
SiiDZeR going too wide after that drift, allowing FutFut to build up about half a second of a lead and having a very weird approach here. And
I think he's got this in the bag.
He had to correct a lot there, way too much, and he's not. Unless FutFut makes a mistake, this is
just one jump away, and I think he built enough speed to make this jump. Let's see. And he has it. That's a GG. People already calling it in the chat.
Still after that initial mistake.
That's insane.
Very well done.
Right, so we got Artisse.
He uses his higher pace to catch up to SiiDZeR and Sheeps, who didn't really make real mistakes, it seems, but were just slower on this map. And
man,
takes a deserved second place in this match.
Big GG's to both Artisse and FutFut for making the winner bracket semifinals, which is in 2 weeks. So not next week, but in 2 weeks. That's correct. We're gonna see the winner bracket continue, and next week we're gonna see the loser bracket continue with Sheeps and SiiDZeR. Moving on to the loser bracket next week. So they're not completely out of it, but we definitely saw a difference in skill there from Artisse and FutFut, just better pace overall, And what a crazy ending we had there with Artisse actually getting first over FutFut.